What's up everyone, I'm CallumOnToast, and in today's video I'm going to be showcasing some battles submitted to the channel by a trainer that has already hit Legend this season and is now messing around with some spicier options, including this Exeggutor in a triple Shadow Open Ultra League team. Now the reason I haven't mentioned this trainer's name yet is because it's literally just some random assortment of letters that I'm not even sure is possible to pronounce, but with that being said, let's just get into the question of the day. What is the most underrated Shadow Pokemon for the Open Ultra League? Let me know in the comment section down below, and with that being said, let's get into the battles now. Alright, so going into the first battle, we lead with a shiny Shadow Kanto Muck into Cresselia, and now this is just going to depend on whether Cresselia is running Future Sight. We farm to 8 Poison Jabs, going for a Dark Pulse straight away on a CMP tie with a potential Future Sight. Is this opponent running it? They go for a Moonblast. We do correctly call that, and it's very unlikely that a Cresselia baits in this matchup, so we can be pretty confident that they don't have it. We go for another Dark Pulse. The opponent lets it go through, and they just concede the match there. I don't know what the opponent was thinking was going to happen there, but it certainly didn't go to plan for them, so they just concede the match, and we'll certainly take that as the first win. Into the next battle, we see a Charizard in the lead. The opponent swaps and catches the Thunder Punch perfectly onto Swampert. Very nice catch. We're going to stay in initially, over farm here, go to catch the Hydro Cannon, but the opponent doesn't throw straight away. Now, I don't think they're going to run Sludge Wave in this meta. They do go for a Hydro Cannon. We go straight for a Seed Bomb. Honestly, Confusions have really chunked this Swampert already, and a Seed Bomb would obviously take them out, probably from full health. We are going to let another Hydro Cannon go through, calling it's not the Earthquake or Sludge Wave, but they make it to a third Hydro Cannon. We actually let Exeggutor go down. Very interesting decision here. We're going to come back in with the Muck, get the farm down. We've got a Thunder Punch loaded, and the opponent's going to come back in with Charizard. We over farm, but we throw on CMP. This could be a Blast Burn now, but the opponent baits, and we do correctly call the bait. We can now go for the Thunder Punch. Thunder Punch grabs the final shield, and we make it to another Thunder Punch before this opponent does throw their energy. This Thunder Punch takes out the Charizard, and they've got a Wall Rain in the back. That's not too great for us, but we have a Shadow Dragonite, and Superpower will easily be enough from this range to take out the Wall Rain. And notice how we did overfarm massively there, making sure that we got as much Dragon Breath damage through as possible before debuffing our attack, because that meant that the Wall Rain easily got KO'd by that Superpower. Into the next battle, we see Venusaur in the lead. Very good lead for us, and Kingdra is a bit of a tricky safe swap, so we're going to go for a charge move straight away and now swap into our Alolan Exeggutor. Do they have enough energy for an outrage? They do. It nearly one-shots us, but the confusion damage registered, and we do maintain switch advantage. That's massive, although honestly we don't need switch here, as we've got two Pokemon that very easily deal with Venusaur. The opponent, it looks like they've just stopped attacking here. Not sure if they're giving up or if they've lagged out. Maybe a bit of both here. Let's see. We go for the Dragon Breath farm down, and what do they have in the back? They have a Swampert, so they have very clearly given up at this point, because Shadow Dragonite absolutely destroys both Venusaur and Swampert. So yeah, that's pretty good for us, although a bit annoying that they couldn't just quit the battle. They're wasting our time here, but whatever. We take that game, very comfortable win for us. And into the next battle, we see Shadow Kanto Muck into a Pidgeot. Now we do have the Thunder Punch here to hit for super effective damage. It's very likely that they're going to shield the first charge move and go for a bait, but who knows. We go for the Thunder Punch. They do obviously shield it up. We're going to call the bait straight away, and the opponent full sends the Brave Bird, but can we get to a Thunder Punch in time? No, we wouldn't have made it in time, and unfortunately we swap into Exeggutor. They probably Feather Dance us now, and they do exactly that. They now come in with Giratina, and yeah, this is not looking good whatsoever. We should live a Dragon Claw though and get off a Psychic in this matchup, but they have double debuffed our attack, so Psychic won't do an awful lot of damage, and it's now all up to our Shadow Dragonite to somehow sweep this game. We're going to have to shield this up and hope that we can get a full farm down, or maybe try and make a catch onto our muck. And we go and we perfectly catch the charge move here. This is our lifeline, absolutely perfectly executed. They come in with Cobalion now. This is going to be incredibly difficult. We have to go for a bait here. We don't want to debuff our attack because a superpower will not take them out. But is this now enough damage with the Dragon Breaths to take them out? No, it's not. And now they have enough energy for a Stone Edge to take out the Dragonite. And unfortunately, we're not able to take that game. So unfortunately, just trying to call the bait up against that Pidgeot in the lead ended up costing us the game pretty much. So it is a very difficult situation there, because if they do go for the Brave Bird, they can of course just swap out, so it makes it very difficult. But here we're going to go for a Psychic up against this Crobat. The opponent does shield it up and they might be able to farm us down, but no, it's actually a simultaneous KO and we do have a shield advantage. So let's see what we come in with here. We come in with the Dragonite, they come in with a Toxicroak, so that's pretty good for us. We're going to shield this up, probably going to be a Sludge Bomb. They actually bait with the Mud Bomb. Honestly, I don't think it matters too much. We should be able to farm them down, but no, we swap, and now have we caught the Sludge Bomb? No, the opponent did actually go for a second Mud Bomb there. I don't think it matters too much. The opponent going to go for a Charge Move straight away with the Swampert. We'll just happily let this go down. We've got 2 Dragon Claws banked to throw into the Swampert. The opponent lets the first one go through. They do make it to a last second charge move, but it doesn't matter. They don't have a move banked on the Toxicroak. We can just fully Dragon Breath, farm down both the Swampert and the Toxicroak and take that game. So into the next battle, we see a Shadow Swampert in the lead. Gonna save swap straight away into our Alolan Exeggutor. They actually come in with a Kanto Shadow Muck as well, but we are hitting for massive damage with the Confusions. We do grab a shield with the Seed Bomb, but the opponent does get the farm down there. But I think this is fine here. We're going to come back in with our shiny Shadow Kanto Muck. Gonna let all the moves go through, even if they get to 2 moves here. We don't really care too much. This Shadow Kanto Muck can't do an awful lot of damage to the Swampert anyway, so here we're going to try and swap, catch the move. We're not able to catch a move here, but I think, do we just let this move go through? No, we're actually going to shield a Hydro Cannon. We don't know what they've got in the back here, so we kind of need to preserve some of the health on our Shadow Dragonite. You can see Hydro Cannon does massive damage there, and now they come in with a Shadow Machamp, and even though these counters are resisted, they're really chunking, but they let the move go through, and Mud Shots are going to do absolutely nothing to our Shadow Dragonite, so we might just be able to fully Dragon Breath, farm down this Swampert, and we are able to do just that and take that game. So going into the next battle, we lead into a Walrein, so this is a fairly good matchup, although they of course can full send an Earthquake Nuke and take us out pretty much from full health. So let's see, we go for the Thunder Punch. The opponent does shield it up, and it's a CMP tie as well. We're going to call the bait. It's just an Icicle Spear, and that's amazing for us. We can tank a second Icicle Spear and go for another Thunder Punch before they're able to Powder Snow farm us down. Now you see we have 2 Pokemon in the back that are incredibly weak to Ice, so we're eventually going to swap into our Exeggutor. Going to have to shield once, but with that Confusion going through, I don't think they'd make it to another charge move in time, and now they come in with a Charizard. We make it to the Psychic in time. Psychic grabs the final shield from the opponent and gets a defense drop, which is absolutely huge. We're actually going to shield in this matchup, and we're going to force them to throw their second Dragon Claw straight away. I actually quite like this play, because now we can come in with the Dragonite and we should be able to farm them down, especially with the defense drop, before they make it to a final Dragon Claw. So very nice play there. And now they have a Swampert in the back. We are looking great. The opponent tries to make a catch. We hold on to the energy, and now things are looking great, unless they've got Sludge Wave, which they clearly don't. And now we can go for a Superpower. We will do more damage than the Dragon Claw, although we had back-to-back moves anyways. So we go for a second Superpower, and this, gonna no bubble it, still takes out the Swampert, and we take that game. So going into the next battle, we lead into a Scrafty, so a fairly good lead, although we can only go for the Thunder Punches, as Dark Pulse is going to be double resisted. We'll happily let the first move go through, and it is the foul play, and honestly that does quite a lot of damage. They now come in with Registeel. We don't really have a direct response to Registeel, so I'm very interested to see what we try and do here. We're going to go for a second Dark Pulse straight away. And yeah, what the heck do we do here? We swap into Exeggutor, and we do technically resist both charge moves coming from the Registeel, but honestly, a second Zap Cannon with the lock-on damage will pretty much take us out, and we realise that, so we just go for a Seed Bomb straight away, making sure we get it off before they get to the second Zap Cannon. And the opponent's Zap Cannon doesn't quite take us out, but they swap into a Shadow Gliscor to snipe us. I think that's actually pretty fine with us. We can come in with our Shadow Dragonite. Of course, if they went for the Earthquake, that would be double resisted, so they can only settle for these Night Slashes. They won't do too much damage, but we are both Shadow, and Shadow Dragonite is very glassy here, so let's see what we do. We go for a shield on the second Night Slash. Can we make the catch? We perfectly time the catch once again. As Jamie Finn would say, stay in school, kids, and learn to count, because this trainer, is very clear why they've been able to hit Legend, because they're able to catch moves like that perfectly every single time. We now go for a Dragon Claw bait, and we get to the Superpower on a CMP tie, it looks like, and Superpower will take out the Scrafty, and now we should be able to Dragon Breath, farm down the Registeel, and take that game. So what a game by this trainer. Into the next battle, we see a Shadow Dragonite from the opponent in the lead there. We're going to swap into our Exeggutor. The opponent comes in with a Melmetal, and that's not ideal. Hopefully we live a Rock Slide from this range, and we do just about live it, although they should be able to Thunder Shock farm us down, which is not going to be ideal in the slightest. Can we at least make it to a Seed Bomb in time? Yes, we do get there, and this should put them into range where we should be able to farm down. We actually grab a shield there, which is actually quite nice for us. I think we just sacrifice the Muck here, and that's what we're going to do. We should be able to tank any charge move coming from this Melmetal quite comfortably, and we should actually be able to tank a second Rock Slide as well. Although these poison jabs make it very difficult to get the farm down, so we do have to go for a Thunder Punch to get rid of this Melmetal. The opponent lets it go down. They've got Swampert in the back, and this is looking great for us. The opponent should be swapping into their Dragonite right here, because these Mudshots are basically just giving us free farm, as we can safely shield in this matchup. Now we go for a Dragon Claw on a CMP tie with the charge move. The opponent lets it go through, which I do think is the right call. They go for a Hydro Cannon, and now they swap into Dragonite. They make it to a charge move in time. We're going to shield the Dragon Claw here, and this is going to be very close. We don't get the farm down there, but we do farm down with Muck. Can we get a Poison Jab farm down? Yes, we are able to, and I didn't think we'd be able to take that game, but Shadow Muck is able to Poison Jab, farm down the Swampert, and take that game. Into the next battle, we see a Charizard in the lead, and are they going to go and make a catch on the Thunder Punch? No, they don't this time around, and Thunder Punch does connect. It does big damage. We swap into Exeggutor, probably just going to fully sacrifice it, but no, we actually shield at the last second and get the Confusion farm down. They now come in with Venusaur. That is not the play. We can go for a Psychic on a CMP tie with the Frenzy Plant. I think that's what happened here. We go for the Psychic, get the defense drop, and it was a CMP tie. So we're going to let the Frenzy Plant go through. We actually resist it, and we core break their team with Alolan Exeggutor, Kanto Exeggutor, and we go for a Seed Bomb, grabbing the final shield from the opponent. We can swap into Dragonite, and Dragonite also core breaks this team as well, so things are looking great. We let the Hydro Cannon go through, probably let a second Hydro Cannon go through as well. Gonna commit to a full farm down, and then just go for a Dragon Claw up against the Venusaur to take this game. So we shield up the Hydro Cannon. Can we get the farm down? Yes, we can, and now the Venusaur comes back in. We're actually going to go for a Superpower BM just for the sake of it, fully charging it as well, and it does, even though it's resisted, take out the Venusaur, and we take that game. So that's going to be it for today's video. Some really high level plays by this trainer. I'm really sorry if that is genuinely your name and I've not been bothered to pronounce it, but to me it does just look like a bunch of letters, so hopefully that is the case. If you did enjoy today's video, then make sure you leave a like, leave a comment letting me know, and as well, don't forget to respond to the question of the day if you haven't done so already. And as for my opinion, I'm actually going to go with Shadow Machamp. You don't really see it an awful lot these days, but there are quite a lot of bulky steel types in the Open Ultra League meta right now. And of course, the usual Cresselia and Giratina are still knocking about, but if you do run Payback, then you can hit for massive super effective damage and potentially flip those matchups if you do have a shield advantage. So if you want to see more content like this in the future, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on post notifications. That way you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video. And with that being said, thank you all so much for watching today's video, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.